Hey guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we are here for another F1 radio message montage, showing the funniest radio message personally for me, and there probably will be a part 2, part 3, so if one of your favourite radio messages doesn't get played, put it down in the comment section of this video, and I'll probably get it included in the next one. But let's get into it. Top 10 funniest F1 radio messages. Boom. First off, Mark Webber. Now, I think he only won 9 F1 races, but when he did win a race, he did go absolutely crazy most of the time. But after this race, I think it was the 2010 British Grand Prix, when Vettel was given all of the good parts and he was left by the side with not so many good parts, and he managed to win the race, beat Sebastian Vettel, who I think got a puncture on the first lap. So Mark Webber was pretty salty, but it made for an incredibly funny radio message.
Fantastic guys, not bad for a number 2 driver. Cheers.
Next up, in the early 2000s, noughties, whatever you call it, I think Montoya was on a good qualifying lap here, and he came up to sort of overtake Raikkonen, who wasn't his teammate at the time. And, well, you probably know what happens next.
Fucking Raikkonen! What a fucking idiot!
Now, an absolute classic. Now, we all know that Massa and Rob Smedley have an incredible relationship. They've made really funny radio messages over the years, but this is one of the best. 2009 Malaysian Grand Prix. It starts pouring down with rain. I think one of the only races in the last few years, like 10 years, which only had like half points race, because I think it finished before the criteria of laps or a certain percentage. And well, whilst loads of people, including Raikkonen, decided, nah, that's enough, I can't be bothered. Not Raikkonen, Massa was sitting in there getting pretty annoyed because he still had his tinted visor on, and he wants that clear visor.
I need a white visor, please, come on, white visor. Otherwise I cannot see anything.
Felipe, baby, stay cool. We're bringing you the white visor. Stay cool. We're in a good position. Okay? We're bringing you the visor.
Now, another radio message from 2009 was Jenson Button crossing the line after he won the after he won the championship in the Brazilian Grand Prix. I think he finished like 5th. He came back through the field and managed to get the points needed to win the championship, and he went crazy over the radio after the checkered flag.
Get in there, Jenson. Fantastic. Well done. Mix 1, pick up rubber. Awesome job. Unbelievable.
We are the champions, my friends. We are world champions! World champions! Woo!
Now, this is probably one many of you guys probably don't know about, but it's one of the classics that keeps getting brought up in comment sections, and it's Sergio Perez. It's the 2011 Japanese Grand Prix, and he's in a good position with like half a lap to go, and he pranks his team by coming over the radio and says that he doesn't have any power, he's run out of power. Then he reveals all after he crosses the line.
I lost power, no power.
Go to the finish line, keep pushing. Go to the line, keep pushing. Go to the line.
I want to jump you.
Go. Okay, Checo, well done. So now, drive of line, save fuel 10. Fuel 10, good job, Checo. You're a...
Now, this is probably the most famous quote in the last 5 or 6 years in Formula 1. Fernando Alonso going for a championship, his teammate Felipe Massa obviously not going for the championship, but Massa's in front. He's in the lead. He's had a really good race up until this point, but now Alonso is starting to gain on him. What happened next is going down in F1 folklore for a very long time, probably even the lifetime of F1. You won't forget this.
Okay, so Fernando is faster than you. Can you confirm you understood that message?
So track limits has been a big question in Formula 1 for the last few years. Obviously, corner cutting, track extending, that sort of thing. We talk about it a lot in F1 gaming, but also in the real life F1. It's something that does get brought up quite a bit. But I think Felipe Massa slightly pushed the edge on the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2013, and it didn't go very well down with him as he went through the pit lane. I think this is when this radio message took place.
To the pit lane. So there you go. Can you take the penalty at the end of this lap, please? So pass through at the end of this lap.
This is unacceptable. This is unbelievable. Unacceptable.
Now, radio didn't obviously come into F1 for quite a long time. Obviously, that's why most of these are in the last 15-20 years. And an iconic one for Schumacher fans is when he crossed the line to win his first ever championship for Ferrari in the 2000 season. So, listen to this, it's absolutely awesome. I mean, I see Michael Schumacher generally as sort of a quiet, maybe not quiet person, but he doesn't really reflect his opinion so much. He's a very, very model professional in a way. And, he doesn't get that emotional that often, but listening to this, you just have so much respect for him. What he went through in that season to get that title must have been absolutely intense.
Forget words. Shit. You're great, Ross. You're great, Ross. All of you guys. No, I can't. Oh, shit. We did it. We did it. Oh, thanks. Oh. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, we did it. Oh, give Corina a big kiss for me.
Now, another famous one for the last sort of 3 or 4 years is Kimi Raikkonen. He comes out with some belters, and this one is definitely not being forgotten. You probably would have seen it on one of my t-shirts over the last few months here on YouTube, but it's that quote from Abu Dhabi 2012.
I'll keep you updated on the gap. I'll keep you updated on the pace.
Just leave me alone, I know what to do.
So we started with Mark Webber in this top 10 list, and we're going to finish with it. It's not really like in any sort of order, by the way. I'm not sure if anyone would have thought it would be in some sort of order, but basically just in a top 10. These are some of my favourite 10 that I picked out over the years. But Webber, this is something that when I watch every time, I just get like that little sort of chill. That was incredible. That was awesome, and you sort of remember where you were at that sort of time when it happened. And it was Mark Webber when he crossed the line, the 2009 German Grand Prix, to win his first ever Grand Prix. And obviously he didn't go on to win like 30 or 40 races in F1, but still, winning race or to even get on the podium in your F1 career is a big, big sort of milestone. And when he finally did it, the emotions just absolutely went out into the wide open, and it's really, really awesome to hear.
Yeah! Like a beauty! Yes! 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 Yes!
Mark Webber, you are a Grand Prix winner. Well done, you deserve it. Brilliant drive. Well done.
So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and there probably will be a part 2. So as I said, leave your comments down below about any of the radio messages that didn't get included in this one and you thought that were quite good as well. Sort of funniest, best, I don't know, the best radio messages, I guess is what I'm going to call this one. So if you could leave a like, that'd be really, really appreciated. Let's try and get to 200 likes on that video. That will be awesome. And yeah, as I said in the last video, you probably might have seen, I'm not going to be uploading quite as regularly just because I want to make sure I put much more time into my content. So the next